हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
प्रकृति भी थक गई है अभी। प्रकृति की भी ताकत सारी खत्म हो गई। तो प्रकृति भी अब प्रकृति पति आत्माओं को अर्जी कर रही है, कभी जल्दी करो, अभी देरी नहीं करो। अच्छा, बाप दादा को भी धन को चलाना पड़ता है, चले नहीं चले लेकिन चलाना तो पड़ेगा, क्योंकि बाप का बच्चों से प्यार है। तो इतने प्यार वाली आत्माएं आवेंगी और बाप रोरिया नहीं करे तो कैसे, तो जबरदस्ती भी चला नहीं। अच्छा, संतुष्ट सभी खुश खुश है, बाप मिला ये संतुष्ट है ना। चारों ओर के प्रथम गुना प्रेम स्वरूप आत्माओं को सदा स्वयं निर्विकल्प बनाने वाले विशेष आत्माओं को सदा आप और निर्विघ्न सेवा के लगन में भक्त रहने वाली आत्माओं को सदा बाप के सने में निछावर होने वाले सभी आत्माओं को बाप दादा का याद प्यार और नमस्ते।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Transform the atmosphere with volcanic yoga tapasya. The love for intense effort. Bab Dada is giving special signals to you children. Children, now let the love for intense effort become like a fire. Become one who destroys evil, Jwalamukhi, and burn all your karmic accounts that still remain in your mind of your relations and contacts with the intense fire of love. Only powerful yoga, that is, the fire of love, the remembrance that is like fire, will destroy the fire of corruption and violence and give cooperation to all souls. It is through this that your attitude of unlimited disinterest will be ignited. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 26. Transform the atmosphere with Volcanic Yoga Tapasya. Today's topic, the love for intense effort. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Is everyone okay? Yes, very well. Month of August has many blessings. It's month where it's not only we are connected with Dadi Prakashvani, but Dadi Prakashvani is also connected with us. Because many times her inspiring stories, her inspiring words, they come in front of us. I feel her presence a lot. But then also, being the month of Raksha Bandhan, the purity month is also something very important. And purity, Baba wants us to be unadulterated. Or when there is purity, then we are faithful. Because if our intellect gets somewhere attached, that becomes like adulteration, right? Just being with one Baba, one of the important aspects to ignite the flame of intense effort or of intense love. It is important to look at where our mind wanders, if it does. Because our sanskars, the atmosphere, the vibrations, subtle desires, there could be so many things. They get mixed into our purity or in our remembrance. So we have to look at and have internally love for proper effort. And whenever this kind of thought comes, to get the proper definition of what is intense effort, I immediately, Brahma Baba's image come in front of me, and I look at his timetable, his interaction with us, his love for Baba, all different levels. They were constantly, I cannot say that it was less and more. It was there. I cannot say that when I saw Brahma Baba, he had less love or less remembrance of Shiv Baba. No. I could just feel that he had faith, he had love. But he maintained it. I saw, not from very beginning, but when I met him until end, he was very consistent, very consistent. So I think that intensity, even when you ignite the fire, right? If it keep burning, it will become intense, right? But if we turn on, turn off, we turn on, turn off any fire, then it won't have intensity. And then as much as the intense fire, it has capacity to burn, to destroy. So we have to just look into our efforts internally, that where my mind still, where it goes. That's very important. Same as our intellect. Where our intellect wanders. So if we pay attention to that, then our love can become a flame. Otherwise, there is remembrance, but it's not enough intense to burn all the sins, obstacles, or destroy our karmic accounts. But each one of us, we have to look into and say where we are at, right? Children, now let the love for intense effort become like a fire. Become one who destroys evil and burn all your karmic accounts. Baba can help while settling karmic accounts, definitely. But if I am remembering Baba, is my mind with the body or my mind is with Baba? Because mind also, body also pulls the mind, right? I have pain here, I have pain here. Rather, just keep remembering Baba. And how Baba then uses the body as an instrument for getting some service done. We had a mother, she used to be in Delhi, but something happened to her legs or what. So once we had dinner at Global Hospital, and after dinner, generally they expect the senior will go around in kitchen and give everyone tolling. So they asked me to meet her. She sits on the chair and she was making a lot of food. I don't know if it was Dadi's day or some, but some of the favorite things of Dadi she was making. And they were saying she's the best cook. She can't walk, she can't do much, but she sits and cook all the time. At least she's using her body, right? Either you just lie down, then what will happen? You not get cured, right? But if you are able to get to do something, very, very useful, right? So when Baba is saying settling of karmic accounts, how that does happen. So Baba is saying, settle your karmic accounts that will remain in your mind at your relationships and contacts with the intense fire of love. The flame. Only powerful yoga, that is the fire of love, the remembrance that is like fire, will destroy even the fire of corruption and violence and give cooperation to all the souls. For people to get rid of negativity, they need power. It's not they don't want to, they want to, but they can't. Such a karmic accounts that they're not able to do. So our fire of love will help those souls. Right? It's very good. They will get cooperation. So cooperation to also souls it is through this that your attitude of unlimited disinterest will be ignited. You have to do everything. You have to take interest in everything, but without attachment. Because we live in the world, we live with society, big divine family, Baba's Yagya, right? So because of all that, we have to think about everything, but internally be very, very detached observer. So do homework tomorrow and observe your mind and intellect and ignite the fire of love. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avikti Journey, Avikti Parivar Chit-Chat. Conversations that open the heart and elevate the mind. So, would like to welcome our dear angel brother, Brother Eric. Welcome.
Om Shanti, each and every one, loving greetings. Om Shanti, Mohini Didi, nice to be with you all. Lovely jasmine with the fragrance of intense effort.
Yeah.
Wondering what is the best fragrance, intense effort or just the fragrance of love?
Love definitely is more fragrant.
Love is more fragrant.
But when there is love, there is intense effort to that.
Right. I was wondering what comes first, is love creating efforts or effort creating more love? Or how do you see them connecting with each other?
When there is love, when you're making efforts, you don't feel it laboring. But when there is no love and you're making efforts, even you're trying to make intense, but you will feel as if you're laboring. And for anything you're laboring, you cannot do for a long time, right? Even labor work, you do certain hours, then you are tired, right? But if you do it with love, you can keep doing it. And sometimes you don't feel whole day you are doing something. And that was because of love. Like for Baba's love, you see how I see here also, you saw in Toronto. They keep doing it, keep doing it. So much karma yoga, so much cleaning, so much cooking. And same I find here too. Mothers keep great cooking once, one day, 2 day. Today was Rakhi, tomorrow is Rakhi, then Wednesday is Rakhi. So it seems like love is a bigger kind of strength which make us do a lot without feeling that I'm tired or it's too much,
But at the same time, do you feel that for some of us, sometimes it feels that if we're not in such a higher stage, then we need to make extra effort sometimes. And sometimes we even need to make a little bit more effort to experience Baba's love. So is that right?
I think you can see which quality can help us to increase love for Baba. Like, for me, when I see Baba's sustenance, when I see unlimited family, when I see, everything so unlimited, and it's like Baba is doing it, You must have seen today, in 3 days, we have postal stamp of Dadi Prakashmani, and then we had how many hundreds of Baba's children at President's house. Then we had Raksha Bandhan today, where President is tying Rakhi to Brijwan Bhai. Now, actually, when I look at Brother Brijwan, he's the oldest in age than, Nirvar Bhai and others. But he has so much love sometimes when I look at him doing whatever he's doing, whether writing or, his intellect just keeps thinking how to glorify Baba, how to have these saints and sages can be served. So today I send a note to him, congratulations for his effort, because they've reached on the top where, so then he's writing me email, we are doing interfaith program at President's house on October 25th, you must come. But also his love and appreciation for Baba's messages. And he says that whenever you speak as a trans messenger, it has a different feeling. So I look at their courage and I look at their love for Baba. I think it's love which is bringing enthusiasm, courage, and even if whatever way the body is, but still they are able to do a lot. Then I saw Dadi Prakash Mani's memorial, Brother Nirvar was there. And how, since he was 19 years old, until now, whatever his body is, he's always present. So I think love must be great power, right? And, we have committed to Baba. And Baba's work, Baba's task is not we do only tasks, but we get so much attainment. Just imagine that you could be just lying, you must say, oh, I can't do anything. On the other side, you get to do something. I think it's just the energy of love. At least I feel that way.
But, it's a fascinating topic because effort and love has been, our bread and butter in a way of Brahmin life. And in the Murli Sunday, when Baba was saying, he's always teasing us, saying, you all have love, you're number one in love. And then he spent time to prove us that our love is not so high, because otherwise we would be perfect. And he said, you have multi-million fold. He was joking with us and said, you have multi-million fold love. Yes, everybody said yes. And how he tricked us afterwards, saying, well, if you're still feeling that, it means you don't have multi-million fold.
Yeah, if you have love, you will be like Baba, he said.
Yeah. So is it not still a requirement that for us to increase love, even though we feel sometimes we're number one in experiencing love for Baba or feeling Baba's love, we still maybe are missing in the quality of love or in the intensity or the regularity of love, maybe?
So I think that if you practice soul consciousness, when I say soul consciousness, is just go into like, who am I? And, and create your own embodiment of love. A lot of love emerges for Baba. You really pull from Baba. Anyone who has difficulty feeling the pull of Baba, they have to be soul conscious. They have to go into their eternal form. And there is naturally pull from Baba. But when there is body consciousness, then you're doing it but half-heartedly, like somewhere else intellect, somewhere else mind. Even very subtly, like name and fame and position and anything can distract, So as Baba said, when there is flame of love, then disinterest emerges, ignites the flame of disinterest. Because still there are souls who have a lot of attractions, not in a lockic way maybe, but with their personality, with their many, many things, there is attachment, right? So that means lack of love. They are not feeling the love of Baba or love for Baba in their own heart,
You mentioned one of our last chit-chat that you were also still making a lot of efforts. And I was wondering, do you feel you had to make efforts sometimes to increase your love for Baba, or was that natural and you made effort for something else? Or
No,
has it
it's
changed
not.
over time for you, your quality of efforts?
Effort is always required, no? Even if you have volcanic yoga, but every day you have to put another piece of wood right in that. So my effort is more attention, like, oh, am I in remembrance of Baba while doing something with people? Am I in my eternal stage now? Or especially for us when we have to decide on certain things, you want to be very truthful and honest. So then ignite the love, eternal stage. And so I think that effort in life is always, but effort is not something wrong. Like breathing, not something wrong, right?
Mhm.
Somebody say, oh, do you still need to breathe? Of course, I need to breathe. And sometimes I need to think about deep breath and, fresh air and all that. So same is effort is the breathing of the soul. So I must breathe normally and I should feel good. No? If I want to feel good, then I have to make effort. So effort shouldn't be seen something like something is lacking, so I have to make efforts. But until the soul is in the body, you will have to make efforts. When, in the morning, when you wake up, you immediately feel, oh, I need to be with Baba. I need to spread the vibrations. I need to help the world. So now this could be effort, called effort, but it's very natural.
I think some wake up and feel, oh, I need a good cup of chai. So maybe they need to make effort to think of Baba first before thinking of cup of tea, no?
Yeah, they can have tea and then think of Baba.
All right.
Baba has not stopped us, no?
Hmm.
That is why in Madhuban you get a
I'd say
glass of
before.
tea,
Mhm.
3:30, so that everyone's body is different, environment is different, but once there is a pure thought, I want to do Amrit Vela, it's very, very good. Yeah.
I was wondering what you think of two factors in efforts. One is my objective. What do I want? Why am I making effort? So there's the whole aim and object. But also there is the motivation. It's like the beginning and the end. And I'm wondering, maybe Baba could talk about sometimes Sato Pradhan effort, Sato effort, Rajo, and less good effort. Someone, let's say, is making lots of effort to have good yoga, so they look good in front of you. They say, "Oh, Mohini Didi will praise me because I have good yoga." That may not be the best motivation. Or some may be motivated to have a good sari, so look smarter. I'm joking, but are there for you different qualities of motivation in making effort, Sato or Rajo?
There are two things. One is when there's stability of the stage and you're connected with Baba, then I think internally you feel very much full and contentment. And so anytime you start feeling little empty, you have to fill it. No, you have to become full. Even if whatever is happening in the world or within the family, we cannot take it as if it's affecting us. But still, we have to use power of yoga and, to sustain the yajna. So my motivation always had been what I have to do for the self is stability, up and down, love for everyone, contentment, but also how I can serve yajna. Because all the souls in yajna are serving the world, right, in whatever way. Recently, we had World Parliament in Chicago. So there were many Baba's children when everyone was doing their best, right, to serve, to give message. So I think motivation could also be introduce Baba to everyone or share peace with everyone, And for me, I want to experience, chat with Baba, be near Baba. Let's see, Baba has more to give and say, So there is always that interest. And then, of course, I've been thinking, Lord, can there be another unlimited way to serve at this time? Baba said, you all haven't done something new for a while. So when I sit with Baba, and I don't ask Baba, but I know if Baba can touch the intellect of any one of us, and we can get into some different kind of service.
So you're saying then the motivation, to know if our motivation is right, we need to check if we're aiming for constancy or regularity, love for Baba, but also serving the yagya. So any hints on how do we know if our motivation is not right? Do you feel that if the motivation is not right, effort don't work, or what happens?
No, it could be limited.
Limited.
It's not right, but it's limited. Like I just want to be all the time serving 30 souls, 50 souls. Other is like, let every soul which is here, let that soul serve worldwide. Like your part is, you are serving whole world, not only through vibrations, but you get invitations for taking interviews or doing things, not only for your place, but internationally, right? So how do we, with our love, allow every soul to be unlimited? Sometimes also we say, I give you example, we have one brother, he makes a very nice translate of Brahma Baba. So a time comes, everyone calls him for that, right? Or there is other brother, he does, everyone calls. So instrument has the fear that now he's doing everywhere what will happen. But actually, if that soul can serve internationally, why don't we, I'm just giving example that allow everyone to be more unlimited and serve as much as possible.
It's good. I may want to know the name of that brother for translates. We may need a new one in Montreal.
Okay, let us know.
Okay. But Didi, the thought is about motivation. I feel sometimes we think we have good motivations, and others we think they have a good motivation. But what if sometimes, let's say, someone wants to serve, gives the course, but then after that we can hear, oh, my student, this is my student. I give the course, there were 10 students, this is my students. Or they are looking for a little bit of approval or recognition. So is that a sign that maybe the motivation was mixed with something, or
As I said, limits, no?
limits?
I and mine is a
limits,
very,
but limits.
yeah, I and mine is a big, big Maya which we need to conquer. Even subtly, if there is success or there is abundance, and then I say, oh, because of me, others can say, but then any task you do, let's say if you do today, we tied Rakhi and all that, how many people were involved to cook Brahma Bhojan, to prepare the gifts? What I did was really nominal, no? Even it was 5-6 hours I was sitting there. But if I say all this happened because of me, I can't alone do anything, right? There is always a team, bigger team, more souls, more souls. So I think that it is very selfish to think that I can accomplish. I cannot really accomplish anything alone. It's always with a team, right? And then, from team, then another source, they get in message or they get inspiration, then they want to do it. So I think this will go. They will have to, one day renounce this my. Even sometimes people don't expect or they don't intend, oh, I have so many, I have this much student. It really, other people get little bit, oh, we're not her student, we are Baba's students, we are instruments, right? So if you really want souls to have bhavana and power, it is very important to say they are Baba's children. They are Baba's instrument, but I am the one who is instrument to read Murli. But say my students, no one has any students or Baba's children. It's Baba's children, Baba's students, Baba's followers, but I am instrument.
So what would you propose as
the right language.
What would you propose as a high mantra to keep in mind before doing anything, so that we know our motivation are the purest when we're making effort?
You know, they say every good doctor invoke God before surgery, especially when there is heart surgery. And because they say that only one supreme can give the life. So same is awakening the soul. It's awakening the soul, right? Through the knowledge. It's only Baba can do it. Soul is ready, fortune is ready. Baba is making ignite the flame, but I am just the instrument. You know, if we do with that consciousness, souls will get lot of power. They will really, really become very pakka.
So being nimit, but no limit, right?
Yes.
And for you, is the motivation and the aim and objective the same? Or is aim and objective something different that you keep in mind when making efforts?
I think aim and objective Baba gives, and we have to keep that in mind, what I have to be and what I have to do. So aim and object Baba gives. Motivation I have to in my heart. Plus I get motivated by a lot of people, as I mentioned, that when I look at, how everyone is doing service in whatever they can do in their own capacity. So there is a lot of motivation from there too.
I'm asking that also because sometimes I would say that our motivation is to really help even some good instruments. And when we see that maybe a good instrument is cut into something very limited, very, unfortunate, like arguing with someone else, not being aware of being so lost into something, I'm sometimes wondering, how can I really help? Should I make them aware that they are not conscious and they're saying wrong things? Should I just have good wishes? So I'm searching sometime for the right motivation or the right method to make effort to serve the soul properly. So they come out of that, when we see two instruments fighting or arguing, you think, did they not read them early this morning, or something missing somewhere? Or maybe they ate the wrong chapati, or something was wrong in the food. I don't know. So I'm wondering how to help,
First thing is we have to be lovely and detached, anything we are trying for someone. Because see, a lot of, sometimes it's their karmic accounts or something that they don't want to behave in a particular way, but they don't know to control themselves. Even later on they can. So I think that first thing is that I have to be a good example. Right. Second thing is that yes, we can have conversation with the soul. That could also help. And third, we should have guidelines, If you are at Baba's home, then you cannot shout, if you are at Baba's home. So if you have guidelines, that could also help, So we should use all different methods.
Right. So what are your aim when you say Baba gives the aim? Is there one in particular you like more than, because he gives us many aims? Is there one that you like in particular that inspires you to make effort?
No, I think that ultimately every breath has to be in Baba's remembrance, and especially the last one. And I always say that how Brahma Baba, he created Yagya, where we Shiv Baba through him. He sustained hundreds of souls. So much happened. But when he had to leave, he was so not detached, but full, like he did whatever he had to do. And then when Murli Baba said, Shiv Baba ji aa gaya, even I am not here, it will continue. So that's what we are saying. So I also see that if we do it in the right way, then I know that until whatever time Yajna is needed will continue. So on one side, leaving a very good memorial as Brahma Baba left. On other side, there was no dependency. Because he say nothing until whole task of Baba accomplished. They are angels around, right? So they will be performing in a subtle form in some way or other, right? So my thought is that I want to be totally detached and just be with Baba. So that not only I attain angelic stage, but I can further serve from there too.
It's fascinating to listen to you saying that. And I'm wondering, is this the final stage kind of inspiration for efforts? And would you be thinking that way when you were a young Kumari? Would that, if I were to ask you when you were early days in Yagya, and I were to ask you what is your favorite effort, do you think you would be saying the same thing, or you would be something else?
Yeah, because from very beginning, Baba said, you don't know when will be the last moments, right? But now definitely one feels it more as a reality. But yeah, I would have just said, I want to glorify Baba, or I want to show everyone the path to Mukti, Jivan Mukti. Service, Baba, and the self. There are only 3 areas, right?
Well, I don't know if I'm making good efforts, but I'm matching your background more and more every week. So last week I managed the flowers, and this week again I have beautiful roses in the in the background. So maybe I'm doing something right.
Almost same like us. We offered home yesterday.
Yes, well, we want to be not same to each other, but when Baba says make others the same as you, I think you've been inspiring us to match, your efforts, your thoughts, your beautiful heart. So in a way, we're happy to look like you a little bit more every week. So, and knowing that you are looking like Baba every week more, then we're all going to be looking like Baba and like the same in the final stage. So thank you for taking us with you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mohini Didi. It's lovely to be with you.
Yeah. Oh, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Oh no, there's Toli, right?
Where is
Toli?
Toli?
There should be Toli somewhere. So
Yeah.
last week I gave you the square ladus and round barfi, but now you tell us a sweet.
Today we have beautiful cashew barfi, You get in small pieces, not that big as you had. And there was something else, the Gujarati name, I don't know. So,
I'm sure there must have been a lot of Toli for Raki also at that time, right?
Yeah. This time we gave Toli, almond Toli, which you all get.
Yes.
But it's made in a different way, but also.
I shared the last piece last night with a wonderful pianist that came to the center for a concert. So we could give him the last Toli that he gave me in Toronto. So it was very, very nice.
Yeah, when you come next time, we give you more.
All right.
One is this one. आप बोलो नाम क्या है वो? इनको पता है गुजराती नाम. हलवा. हलवा खंड. Sun कैसे हो गया?
See, when you're showing Toli, I see everyone is moving closer to their camera.
ये दिखा रहे हैं, वो भी थी ना छोटी. Okay, this is also Toli, another.
So, you see, everyone is not very wide awake and they don't sleep. When we talk of Toli, they look like this. All right.
Actually, This came from
so beautiful.
ORC Delhi,
Nice.
from the fresh milk of their cows in ORC. Their cows are so healthy and they get so much milk. And Ashaman was saying so much honey that even their bees are healthy. This is another tholi from yesterday.
Wow, lovely.
All this we offered to Baba in the morning. And I wanted to serve to Sevadaris, but when I came, I saw it here. I like to give to Sevadaris whatever is offered in Bhog.
Thank you
Okay.
for sharing with all of us. We enjoy the toli. We can taste it, that thing, almost in Zoom now. So thank you.
When you come to Peace Village, we give you more.
All right.
Okay.
Good night. Om Shanti. Om
Good
Didi.
night. Om
Good
Shanti.
night.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi, and thank you, Eric Bhai. It was a wonderful chit chat. We always enjoyed. Many people do send their feedback. They said, "Oh, I had that question in my mind, and somehow it got cleared." So it's Vikti Parivar magic, right? Thank you very much. And now let's do our schedule for tomorrow. Amrit Vela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Sakar Murli, followed by meditation, Bhog offering, English Avik Murli until 9:30. Evening 6 o'clock meditation will start, followed by Spotlight Drishti sharing, Hindi series, meditation, English series, and Avikti journey. I want to acknowledge that many people do make special effort every Sunday evening for Spotlight Drishti sharing. I really want to thank each one of you because, of course, it's very beautiful experience sharing Drishti with whole unlimited family. And of course, the person who is participating must be having a lot of good experiences as well. So thank you for that. And also today we had Global Bhatti and many souls did participate in between. So thank you for all that. Okay, so now again, just to remind you all that Wednesday is the Rakhi day and we will be having Raksha Bandhan celebration with Avikti Parivar in the evening, offering of Bhog. If anybody would like to offer Bhog, you can always send your name to Avikti Parivar WhatsApp, text or email. Please do send your name so we can include for Bhog offering. So that will be in the evening with Avikti Parivar. And I want to share one thing that for Raksha Bandhan, our Avikti children did make Rakhi themselves. And if you would like to make Rakhi, would be wonderful to offer Bhog, offer to Baba while Bhog offering. So it's a nice fun also, but it's creativity. So if you want to create your own Rakhi for Baba, would be wonderful. So that's the Raksha Bandhan coming up. And now let's do Avik Murli. Welcome to Avikti Journey. Avik Murli is from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli, 22nd of June 1971. Signs of an intense effort maker. Bab Dada even renounces this fortune and gives it to the Pandavas and Shaktis as a blessing. This is why the Shaktis are worshipped a great deal. The Bhagats have started to call out to the Shaktis from this time. Can you hear their sound? The further you progress, the more you will have the experience of Bhagats lighting incense and singing praise in front of the idols. You will smell that fragrance practically and experience their call as though they are in front of you and calling out to you. Just as with binoculars, you are able to see a distant scene very closely. In the same way, your divine stage will work like binoculars. There will be this success through the consciousness of the Shaktis. Because of attaining this final success, the Bhagats of the Shaktis have the desire of attaining occult powers from the Shaktis. Only when they see this result of success will they fill themselves with these sanskars. So does this form of your being the embodiment of success through your consciousness come in front of you? Just as it is said, Son shows the Father in the same way. In return, you reveal the Father. Bap Dada does not see this part in a practical form, but this is a part of the Shaktis and the Pandavas. So you have to become faithful and obedient to such an extent that you do not let even 1 second or one thought go by without it being ordered. This is called being obedient. And what do you mean by being faithful? Someone who is completely faithful would not have anyone except the Father in thoughts and dreams, and would not see anything except the Father's task, the Father's praise, and the Father's knowledge. Such souls are called completely faithful. One Baba and none other. Nothing else is visible in their dreams or in their consciousness. Such souls are called completely faithful. What is the practical sign of those who are obedient? Honesty and cleanliness. There should be honesty and cleanliness even in your thoughts, not just in your words. You have to check yourself to see to what extent you have become faithful and obedient. If the love of the intellect is constantly with one, you cannot be colored by the company of others. The reason for lacking love in the intellect is that the attraction of the many other types of company pulls you. So break away from everyone else and connect yourself with only one. This is the first promise. To fulfill this promise means to be completely faithful. Do you understand? Acha. Benefits of being introverted. 24th of June, 1971. When any invention is invented, then the more powerful the invention is, accordingly, it remains underground. This invention of all of you will also become more and more powerful day by day. Just as those people create inventions underground, in the same way, you will also remain underground to the same extent, that is, you will remain introverted. And so you will be able to create new inventions and new plans. By remaining underground, firstly, you will be protected from the environment. And secondly, because you attain solitude, your power of churning increases. And thirdly, it becomes a method of safety from the obstacles created by Maya. You should constantly try to keep yourself underground, that is, remain introverted. All the activities can also take place underground. You can be introverted and carry out any task. It isn't that you are not able to carry out certain tasks by remaining introverted. All tasks can be carried out, but by carrying out any task while being introverted, firstly, you will be protected from obstacles. Secondly, you will save time. And thirdly, you will be protected from other thoughts. That is, you will be able to save energy. You have this practice, do you not? You even experience this now and again. When you speak after having been introverted, whilst you become extroverted, you will still remain introverted and also cheerful and the image that attracts. You have to practice this whilst performing action. Om Shanti.
अंतर मन में एक सितारा जगमग जगमग चमके, परम ज्योति से भर कर किरणें सारे जग में दमके। अंतर मन में एक सितारा जगमग जगमग चमके, परम ज्योति से भर कर किरणें सारे जग में दमके। शक्तिवान शिव है, सर्व शक्तियाँ भर रहे, सुख शांति और पवित्रता में आनंद के रंग भर रहे। सर्व शक्तिवान शिव है, सर्व शक्तियाँ भर रहे, सुख शांति और पवित्रता में आनंद के रंग भर रहे। बेहद प्यारा मूल वतन वो याद आए रह रह के। अंतर मन में एक सितारा जगमग जगमग चमके। देह से करता है अनुशासन। देह से न्यारे बिंदु रूप है, मस्तक है सिंहासन। कर्म इंद्रियों पे राज चलाता, करता है अनुशासन। जन्म जन्म का भाग्य बनाता, स्वधर्म में रह के। अंतर मन में एक सितारा, जगमग जगमग चमके। परम ज्योति से भर कर किरणें सारे जग में दमके। जगमग जगमग चमके, जगमग जगमग चमके।
Om Shanti, Om Shanti.